Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is your Wrexham reaction for the semifinal Vertu Trophy Cup, where Wrexham have crashed out in penalties 4-2 to Peterborough United. Yes, and sorry about the delay there. There's been adjustments here on StreamYard, but yeah, we have crashed out. And you know what? Take it on the chin. I will say this first up to everybody here. Congratulations to Peterborough United. They earned it. They earned it. And I say they earned it because for about what? I don't know. For about maybe 40 minutes there, we were flying high. It was all good. And John said, yeah, the mud is real. Absolutely. And you got to take it on the chin. And that's football. Okay. That is football. And there were bets that were made out there, and our chests were bumped out, and there you go, all that stuff. And we were so confident, and then we weren't. And congratulations to them. They wanted it at the end. They really did. And we made some mistakes. We did some good things. We did some bad things. Going into the match, I was very confident, very, very confident. And fair play to Peterborough United, fair play to Parkinson going out there and doing his thing. And that just shows you cannot take anything for granted. And yes, I was going to come on extra time to call in, and I know that Kelly Davidson and we had talked, but I was like, I'm going to wait and I'm going to do it here. And if anyone wants to come in here and let me know, drop it in there. I will invite you in. We can have a conversation because there's a lot to talk about there. So anyways, thank you for coming in. Please smash the like on the video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. Let's take your shoes off, put your feet up. I got 2 interviews with Parkinson queued up, and I'm gonna have my say. And if anyone wants to come in here and they want to have a rant and an event with me, I'm happy to do that. So just let me know, and I will make sure that happens. And we'll keep it above board as we do. But I'm going to give you my overall thoughts on certain things. Going into the match, very, very confident. Very confident. I was. And through the match, you look at certain things, first 30 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever it is, I'm going to bring it up right now. We scored in the 34th minute and the 38th minute. Up until the 34th minute, we looked terrible. We did. We looked terrible. Mo Fall gets an amazing opportunity and takes advantage of that too. And he hadn't touched the ball prior to that, and I thought he did very well taking his chance and going in and putting us up 1-0. It's fantastic. Up until that point too, we had given up, I think, 70% possession, and that's what it ended up. 70%, yeah. Ended up 69.3 and 30.7. They had 17 shots. We had 8 throughout the match. We gave up 70% of the ball at home. 70%. There you go. And John Merrill, when are you doing the Local Poshcast? Whenever they want. I'm a man of my word. I will do it. You let me know. And the mud is real. And Patty can deal with his own bullshit. He signed himself up for whatever we do with this right here. But Patty can deal with that with the shirts and everything. But I'll do whatever I need to do for the Poshcast. There you go. We give up 70% possession. 70. At home. It's cup tie. Anything can happen. I'm more kind of in shock in a way, but I shouldn't be. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be in shock because this is football, and it is a cup. It is a cup match, and anything can happen in a semifinal. In a semifinal, in any part, anything can happen. And Motherwell scores in 72nd minute. Ehovian scores in 90 plus 1, and I think that took the stuffing out of us. There were some good performances all over the pitch. There were some subpar performances. I'll highlight Ashfield. I'll tell you right now, that is a player that is absolutely earned his spot in the first team squad. 100%. 100% for me. He's earned his spot. And I'll say this too. I think that Parkinson's changes were good. I don't think that the 11 were, subpar. I think that Mendy got tired. I think that he should have been subbed off earlier. Mullen coming on, giving an effort. It is what it is. But I wasn't upset with the lineup. AO in goal, fine. I'll talk about AO. I'll talk about him. I know that people are. I'm not going to pick on Mendy because I don't think Mendy got caught out. He did 20 yards, and I think Ken was telling me that the Mendy was caught out because Max was out of place, or was it Brunt out of place? And then AO comes in and gives away the penalty to give them an opportunity. And I said 2-0 down, being up 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline. And it was like, why is it a dangerous scoreline? Why is it? Because whoever scores the next goal gets the momentum. If we score 3, right, we're in charge. The game's over. If they score the next goal and make it 2-1, they get the momentum. And that's what happened. And AO did save the penalty. Welsh Techie, if you're out there, man, you want to come in and have your say, brother? I got some things to say, but I know you haven't been on live, but I'm here for you, bruv. I will drop that in there. We can have a talk. And I know you're driving. I'm sure you're going to fill up in a little bit with some energy. But yeah, I'm going to sit here. We got to take it in. We got to take the lumps. We got to do it. It's not good. Tonight was not good. But I'll say this too, putting it out there too. I took some notes. This cannot be an excuse to lose the next few games in the league. Okay. It's now time to wake up. The time is now. We're not going to Wembley. Everyone thought we were. And Wembley was like the big accoutrements, the Hollywood ending they wanted, right? We maybe lost or won, and Birmingham City are the champions elect. John, I know you cut us up. The champions elect. I'll say it right now. The champions elect Birmingham City. They wanted the Hollywood ending between Wrexham and Birmingham City and the Chin, Tom Brady and Rob and Ryan, all that stuff. They wanted it. And I understand that. But now I'll tell you this right now. I'm going to say this. And we set the narrative here as fans. You owe us the promotion now. You do. Go out there. This should motivate us to go for promotion. Now, that's it. You owe it to us. Parkinson, Wrexham. Now you do. I'm saying it. The fan base is owed this right now. I'm not saying owed as in we are anointed that. Go out and do it. We have the squad to do it. We spent the money to do it. Yes, we rotated the squad, and I don't disagree with the rotation of the squad. But you know what? Now you owe us promotion. So what say you? What say you? Can you be good enough? Are you allowed to be good enough? Do you want to be great? Do you want to get the treble back to back? And I'll take that. You know what? In 6 weeks' time, 7 weeks' time, if we get promoted, whether we go to the championship, the playoffs, or we go automatic promotion, go out there and earn it. We have to. Now we need to go. Now it's on us to do that. The pressure is now on you. And we could have lost in the finals. We might have. There's a very, 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 very big chance that we would have lost in the finals. And this was always an icing on the cake, you know? So now you owe us promotion. I'm putting it on us. Yeah, I'm putting the pressure on us now. I'm doing it. I'm putting the pressure on us now that now we need to go and fight every single inch for promotion. Let's do it. If we go into the playoffs and get up, fine. But auto promotion be better. We're 3 points behind Wickham. They play Birmingham City, which Birmingham City is going to go out there and fight every inch of that for sure. And if they lose, that's a 6-pointer. We can go out there. We have an opportunity to go and get automatic promotion. Now it's all about the league. And I said this. I'm talking out of my ass weeks ago. This was the distraction. And I fell into the trap. I was like, shit, man. I'm buying my ticket. I'm going to go to Wembley. I'm going to do blah, 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 all the stuff. I'm going to do that. And I fell into it too. And that's why I love Wrexham. And that's why I love watching football, because anything can happen. You cannot write the script. Write the script. They were writing the script at the 72nd minute, right before 71st minute, right before Motherswell gave up. We gave the penalty, all that stuff. We were writing it too. So now, you know what? It's on us to be great, to go out and get promotion. Let's go, Parkinson. Let's go, Wrexham. Do it for Andy. I said it beforehand. And you know what? John Merrill's right there. He said, yeah, we wanted Posh, the fans. Of course you did. Why? It's easy. You got a W. Boom. You go to, it's a great day out. You know what? You could lose too. The Posh could lose too. They could lose too. But it's not great. It's not great, you know, and you want to put it out there to be like, oh yeah. And also, let me tell you, yes, bring it on. The haters, the other teams right there. I've never gotten so many messages of like in the mud, all that stuff, and we deserve it. You should. That's the good banter right there. Right there. By the way, and fair play to Ashley. I'll just say, fair play to Ashley coming on yesterday. And I say this with a lot of grace, very humble, like, all right, I'll take, predicted a loss, you know. After the match, he's with his mates out there, outside, going, you know, he checked out the jerseys or whatever. They had won on penalties. What a good, no one can say anything wrong to me ever about that young man. He's 30 years old. That man, about coming on and to another fan channel and being a part of it and being a part of the conversation, which is what the local pundit is about. So Ashley, big up to you, my friend. You DM me, I'll take care of you, whatever we need to do. And if I have to do a week of Poshcasts, I will do them. You let me know, I'm there for you. Fair play to him. Go enjoy that final. It's going to be great. I know you can't go. You said you're on holiday. Maybe you cancel the holiday. I don't know. But fair play to Ashley for coming on. And they did it, man. Congratulations to them. It hurts on our end. It really does. Because, you know, fan, short for fanatic. I talk about it. I talk about the calluses. And how do we learn from this? I'll take that on in the next few days. How do we learn from this? Because I want to process it in my own way. I want us to process it as a community. And you know, it is what it is. This is football. When does Mendy get loaned out? Barton. I'm not going to get on Mendy. He's not. He played. He's been injured. I think Parkinson made a couple of mistakes tonight, and I want to hear. We have two interviews from him, one on the YouTube and one on afterwards on the website. So I'm going to listen to that. I want to listen to that too. John Merrill says 2-0 is a dangerous scoreline for a team that plays the way Wrexham do. You don't close games out by controlling them. Giving away 70% possession is simply not sustainable. I agree with John. And that is my biggest frustration. 70%. And I know I was talking to Ken afterwards, and he was saying, well, we won games in the past, and, 70%. That's not how you win football games. You don't. You cannot sustain that much pressure. You really can't. You really can't. Shea Daddy, what's going on, brother? The fan base needs to take off the rose-colored glasses, lose the nostalgia, and how we got here. That's the past. We need to focus on going forward. There's truth to that, Shea Daddy. There's truth to that. But it's also the fact that we blew this tonight. We blew it. We did. They wanted it. They did. And that 91st minute goal was an effort goal and a mistake. And it took the stuffing out of us. And I'll go on this too. The penalties were shit. Our penalties were terrible. Mullen, I want to give him so much credit. He's going to come good. We love him. He's a legend. He's going to have a statue out there. Missed a penalty tonight. He did. And I think he's an amazing talent. But he missed a penalty tonight. Granted, I'll say this too. The effing ref, that guy was 2 yards off his line. Steer was 2 yards off his line for at least two of those penalties. No excuses, though. It should have never got the penalties. There's a lot to unpack here. It really is. And there's Yeah, I'm not going to put that one up, Steve, just because of the wording. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. So let's take it on. You got to take it on the chin. And I want to hear what Parkinson has to say immediately afterwards on the pitch, talking to the Match Day Live folks. And then he goes into the studio. There's 2 interviews going to go on here. And I'm holding my tongue. I'll tell you what, sorry, I swear again. Ivan, our old buddy Ivan is probably out there. He's probably lining up a show right now to rip into Parky. And I'm not going to do that, but I'm very concerned. And I still think that changes could have happened tonight that could have prevented this. So, and it is a tournament, and they have a good manager, and it's tough to do the treble over a team, whether it be twice in the league and then in the and then in a tournament like this, a knockout tournament. It's tough to do a treble over any team, and we botched this. So let's get into this here. It's a different Wrexham reaction. Let's see what he has to say immediately after the game right now. This is Parkinson.
Phil, commiserations on a tough evening. How do you sum that one up?
Comfortable in the game, really. Made the changes. A lot of changes tonight, but I thought the lads who started did well.
Yeah, we made. Let's give credit. I'm not getting on Parkinson. I'm really not. We made 8 changes, and they were good changes. They were good changes. I would have made those. The Mendy one is the one for me that I wouldn't have done that. The Mendy one. I would have kept Ryan Longman in there. But we made 8 changes.
2-0 up. Never really felt threatened. They've a team who have a lot of possession in their own back third. Obviously, they've got some dangerous players, but we've thrown away a chance to go to Wembley tonight with 2 really poor goals. Conceded, particularly the second one. But we've got to do is head.
So what led to the poor goals, right? Led to possession, right? We led to possession, them giving up possession, a ball over the top. Mendy caught out 30 yards, 25 yards, trying to catch up with the player to the right side. And AO coming out and going in and tackling him away when he didn't really need to, and causing a penalty. Now, saying that, AO did save the penalty. The follow-up was put in. Brunty and whoever scored the goal, let me just double check right here. Motherswell followed it up, which led to them putting it in the back of the net. Okay. So give AO the credit for saving the penalty, but Mendy was completely out of position. And I have to watch it back. And Ken did say to me, he's like, hey, Brunty was out of position. And he might have been. I'm not sure. I have to watch it back. So let's look that back. But giving up 2 goals that shouldn't have happened. The first goal, a penalty, absolute horseshit. Okay. I don't think Mendy is fully match fit to go out. And I think did he come off at one point? He played 90. I don't think, so either way, that's a different conversation, but it's also something we need to be aware of. The second goal, an absolute clusterfuck.
Out the box, deal with it, and we're at Wembley.
Is that the biggest frustration for you, Phil, the manner by which the goals were conceded?
Yeah, definitely. It's concentration levels, see the game through, which we've done many times. And it was a very basic moment, really, which has cost us. Win the first header. If you don't, make sure we win the second one or the third one. And we don't, and the ball ends up at the back of our net. And obviously the penalties is the lottery.
Yeah. You mentioned the penalty.
Penalties is the lottery. He's not going to talk that much longer right here. He's going to come back and talk in the other interview too. He's not going to address that first goal. I don't know why. Maybe he does in the second interview because I don't watch it. We do it live here on the local pundit. But he's saying, the penalties are a lottery, and we didn't. How many times do we have penalties? Do we practice our penalties? I don't know. I have no clue. He's got about 10 seconds left here. So we'll see what he has to say.
Is a lottery, Phil. Had you had much chance to do much prep in the penalties this week?
Obviously, yesterday we practiced penalties. We always do. We've done it before every round of this competition. So we practiced them, but it wasn't to be on the night. But it shouldn't have gone to pens. You know, that's the frustrating thing. You can talk about pens all night, but people step up, take them, credit to their goalkeeper. But we really shouldn't have got the game shouldn't have ended up with penalties.
100% agree with that. So he answered the question right there. We did practice penalties. We talked about it too yesterday on the show. I had my head in my hands when Ash was on, and I was like, all this dumbassery of bullshit. I was like, we're gonna fucking lose this game. We did. It's not anyone's fault, but we did. We're sitting out there, we're puffing our chests out. Not me personally, but puffing our chests out. We're gonna do all these stuff. And we went off when we lost. We lost this game, and you gotta give them credit. We did not show any bit of composure, I would say, on the pitch in certain times, and giving Odu, I think, probably the best player on the pitch. Ashfield, second best player on the pitch. Went out there and kept pressing forward, making subs. Ricky J. Jones had opportunities. AO made a save right after we scored. And the goals that we scored were just 4 minutes of just like, holy crap, awesome. And give Mo Fall some credit. Everyone out there who's like, oh, Mo shit, all that crap. I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to give a Mo thing here. Give Mo some credit. I say he's the Berbatov of our team. And those of you that don't know who Dimitar Berbatov is an absolute awesome player. Great touches, confident. He never looked like this is Berbatov. He never looked like he was doing much out there, but he's very casual and laid back and had good 1-2s with people and a good 2-footer. And would come up with goals where you're like, holy God, that was awesome. And Mo Fall is our Berbatov. I don't care what anyone says. I'll take it. But he's 22 years old, and he hasn't had that much time on the pitch. And yes, some of it's high, some of it's low, but you see flashes of what he can do out there. So Mo Fall's goal that he took in that first half was absolutely awesome. Awesome. Confidence to chip the keeper from 25 yards out. Awesome. And I'll take that on. I disagree with you 100%. Brunt needs to grab some pine. Brunt has been one of our best defenders out there, Steve Barton, in the last few weeks, in my opinion, but you are entitled to yours. And John says, did they practice with the personnel he had on the pitch? And time should have been the question, John Merrill. Mo's finish was top quality, Josh, but he made some lazy long punt up the field. Put your defender in a moment of brilliant. Okay. Fair enough. He's a striker. Long punt upfield by your defender in a moment of brilliance. John, yeah. He had to do what he had to do with the pitch, with the ball, and get it over there too. He made 2 good touches to get it over there. I think that is a little harsh, but I do respect that. It is top quality, and he took it down. He took it well. Happy to have you come in, bruv, and have your say. But there you go. And I love John. He's a good dude. He's a good dude. Okay, back to the Parky interview here too.
That you didn't feel threatened that often in the game. Were you therefore content with the performance aside from the goals?
I thought first half, in terms of, the lads who've come in and George Evans obviously hasn't a lot of football. Mendy, Mo was great. Got fantastic goals. There was a lot of to like about the performance. Obviously, young Ashy did well at times as well. So I thought the team, which we pieced together yesterday, not pieced together, obviously, a lot of those played in the last round. Handled the game really well, and it just slipped away from us in 2 moments. And mentality, your strength, concentration level, making sure your mind's focused on the job till the ref blows a whistle, is what we lacked tonight in those moments.
You mentioned
a lot of buzzwords there. Lack meant all the stuff and all the things. I get a lot of buzzwords slipped away from us too. We did not control that game. When you're up, when you're winning a match 2-0, and it is a dangerous scoreline, and John said earlier, and you give them the ball, you have a risk of the opportunity to get them growing in confidence, getting corners. To that point, I'll give this up. They had, here's the stats right here. Where the F is it? In attack, 17 shots to 8, 6 to 5 on target. And where's the corners? I don't know how many corners they had, but yeah, when you give a team 70%, no matter what it is, any league, you're at risk. 17 shots. 17 shots to 8. Okay, that's more than double. That's an issue, and I am not going to completely get on him, but the tactics seem to be a little bit sus, in my opinion. Parky talking like Charlie Brown as a teacher. That's a fun one too. And John backing it up here. So not knocking Mo. I'm just saying the goal came from your defender, basically lumping them up forward. If anything, it's extra credit from Mo for making it up there. Fair enough. Backing it up. Thanks, John. Okay, back to this here.
Moments from Harry Ashfield, and I know that you were keen pre the match, Phil, to have a.
I'm give Harry Ashfield 7 out of 10 for me, 7 out of 10, and deserves his place. To the point where he put himself about, he made tackles, he had half turns, and he was pushing forward. I thought he did really, really well tonight. I'm very, very proud of him. He's one of our academy players that I think is coming through. Give him confidence. It's unfortunate that he doesn't get the win tonight, because I think he would have went on. He would have started at Wembley against Birmingham City, the champions elect, John Merrill. There you go. So it's unfortunate. And Evans coming back. Let me pause. Evans. I love Evans. Was he fully fit to be out there?
Look at Harry tonight and potentially in that left centre midfield position. What would your overall assessment be of how he went?
Yeah, very good. He's a very gifted player, Harry, and like I said before the game, with Andy out injured, I know he obviously only trained one day. I didn't want to risk Rathbone from the start, and it's a great opportunity for Harry tonight in a high-profile game, and he certainly didn't do himself any harm.
Yeah.
Phil, thanks for coming.
I'll take that on right now. I'm going to shut him down right there on that one. So, yeah, I'll say this too. This is another interview here. If it gets repetitive, I'll shut it off, but I do want to hear what he has to say. Harry did very well. He did not look phased. He looks like a very, very comfortable player. If he is the player they're going to bring in for Andy Cannon, who unfortunately is going to be out, he ruptured his ACL, out for the next, I don't know how long, 9 months that is, and I hope he gets the best treatment. I want him to do well. So if that's the man who's going to step up, next man up mentality, I feel very confident what he's going to do. He looks very good out there. He's 18 years old. I think they brought him along. I think the coaching staff has done very well with him and Max tonight, who also was on the pitch, who we haven't said much about. So keep doing that, keeping that forward. I like the fact that there's a Dan Scar in there helping him out in the midfield tonight. He had Dobson and he had Evans in the middle of the park. Ashfield did not put himself in a light where it's like, oh shit, why was Harry Ashfield out there? He did very, very well tonight. Very well. One of my best players on the pitch. Don't look at the XG stats. I won't do that, my friend John. And Steve Barton, one of our favorites here. So glad we had our highest paid strikers not in the squad. They definitely rotated. But they did bring in Mullen. That's a whole nother conversation. Barton. But I appreciate that, man. An absolute legend, Steve Barton. The Global Pundit Football Podcast. Yes, as you know, we have the Global Pundit sister podcast or brother podcast, we want to call it, of the network. 70% equates to 63 minutes. Wrexham just had the ball for 27 minutes. 27 minutes. Okay. Think about that. Put that on there. Square that one. We gave him the ball. We tried to suck the game out of it. We tried to let the game pass us by a little bit, and we got caught out. We definitely got caught out. It's a great stat. By the Global Pundit. Evans and Mendy should never be in the squad today. Never been in the squad today. It's a harsh statement. Goofy splat. Harsh one right there. I would not have started Mendy, but I know why he started Mendy. He started Mendy because I think and I could be wrong, this is my opinion, I think trying to get Rev up to speed And I think that the Maka injury is more serious than we know of. And he needs coverage. He needs coverage from Ryan Barnett, which will be Longman, and he needs coverage on the left, which is going to be Rev, and Mendy getting back into full speed. And Mendy, this is my problem that I said in the last few weeks, was that we have not played these players enough for them to get up to speed. Now, I did a show a couple of days ago, revved up, rev on, getting back in. We need him to have more of that. He's trying to do that with Mendy. We got caught out tonight. We absolutely got caught out tonight. And I know people like Mendy. He had a great cross for the goal. And Dobson, who doesn't score ever, scored a goal. But Mendy getting caught out for that penalty. I'll have to watch it back, but not up for 90 minutes tonight. He is not match mental fit. There's a difference between fitness and there's match sharpness fitness. And he wasn't match sharp fitness tonight. In fact, I don't think we went down his side for offense in the first half once. We relied on Barney. There was no balance to the play tonight. There was not, even though we were winning 2-0 in the first half. This game is gone. Win on Saturday, and now is a must. I agree with you, Techie. And that was we're still in this right now, Techie. We're analyzing it right now. We will not talk about this tomorrow. We're going to move on, and it's the effing league, and they owe us to go up now. That's it. They do. And Steve Barton says 3 home losses in a row. 3 home losses in a row. It's unacceptable. Unacceptable. John Merrill, he underestimated this game, Steve, because anyone sensible would have had the big guns on the bench. We played most of our strongest 11 against the League Two Bradford. In short, we made sure of the result. Is maybe a lack of that right there. And David Hilditch, what's going on, David? Ashfield and Mo Fall were the good news from a bad night. Mendy was not much surprise to me, but they definitely had fast wingers. They took advantage of our wingbacks. Brunt was not great. Am I missing the Brunt? Okay, I'll take it on right now because I'm missing the Brunt part of it too. Was he not good? I'll watch it back, and if I'm wrong, I'll do it. But our job right now is like, this is gone. This is gone. Now it's the league. Now we need to go and get promoted, whether it be second place or get to the playoffs. But obviously we want second place. I'll have to watch Brunt. I want to watch it back. But 3 losses in a row. Yep. And again, this is gone. This is gone. Could be spot. So do you think Barnett and Mendy played? So do you think since Barnett and Mendy played today, Longman and Rev will play on Saturday? I think he'll play. I think he'll play Barney, and I think he'll play Rev. I don't think he's in there for long, even though Longman didn't get on the pitch. But we'll analyze that in the next couple of days. Could be splat. Another interview here from Parkinson. Let's see what he has to say.
Phil, defeat on penalties is always a very cruel way to go out. I'm sure everyone's very, very gutted at the minute.
Yeah, we've thrown away a chance to go to Wembley tonight. As far as I'm concerned, we're comfortable in the game. 2-0 up, made a lot of changes. Thought the lads did well, and 2 really poor goals to concede. Moments in the game of concentration, seeing the game through, particularly the second one. Head the ball out the box. If you don't win the first one, we're going to react and deal with the second one better. And from a game which looked so comfortable for us, to end up not going to Wembley is obviously very difficult to take for us all. But we've got no one else to blame but ourselves. Mentality and concentration.
Listen, he might be repeating himself, and I'm sorry for the show there. Like, what was comfortable? What was comfortable? Just sitting back and letting him have the ball? Fine. Comfortable what? Letting him have the ball. 17 shots. I would say probably because we during the watch along, I was fine. Oh, this looks good. There was by the way, Mary, who's out there, Mary, your super chat. I very, 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 very much apologize for not bringing it up. I apologize to you. I wanted to point that out there publicly. I missed your super chat at the end. We were closing on the show, so I'm very apologetic. Thank you for that super chat, Mary. But to that point, we looked very comfortable. We did, but were we? Looking back now, were we? I don't know. David Brunt almost gave away the penalty in the first half, but then was quite out of position at the same time as Mendy. Then for the equalizer, he totally missed his jump that led to the chaos. Okay, you might be right, David Hilders. And I don't think he looked good, to be honest. Talking about Brunty, I don't. But I didn't think your defense looked good, though. I think AO doesn't give confidence to defenders in front of him. I think there's an AO conversation that's going to be happen. There's AO, it has to happen. And Goofy Spot says it's boring. I'm sorry, dude. The interview. I'm sorry, dude. I'll finish it up quickly. I promise you. And Jack, what's going on, Jack? New to the channel? Welcome in, my friend. Unlucky lads, good luck on getting promotion. I don't think he's a Wrexham supporter, but happy to have you in. Poor Mary, she lost. No, she didn't lose to I love you, Mary, says Nikki D. Good question, Josh, because you gave us 70. Yeah, it's going to end ugly. Yeah, for sure. There you go. Let's finish this one out, too, and let's get everyone out of here because it's not.
It's absolutely key when you're winning a game of football. You see it time and time again in games in the Premiership, every single league, that when you're winning 2-0, it's just make sure that you keep playing till the ref blows his whistle at the end, and then the job's done. And just two moments have proved costly tonight.
Yeah. Bullshit. We gave them the ball. I said 2-0 was dangerous. We gave them the ball.
Imagine that there's obviously the added frustration knowing what a lottery penalties always is. What, I guess, is any sort of key takeaway that you can take from tonight moving into the season?
Well, I thought some of the lads who played, Mo and Ashi, for instance, did brilliant. They did really well. A few of the lads who came in have been a real bonus for us tonight. We took the decision to make changes. Obviously, we spoke about that prior to the game, and obviously utilising the squad. I thought Mendy stuck to his task really well. Hasn't played a lot of football. Always going to tire to a certain degree. But yeah. So obviously there is positives about a few of the lads who came in and did themselves no harm at all.
So he's talking about Mendy there, coming in and doing bits, trying to get back to fitness. I mean, he did take a risk to, in my opinion, getting back to fitness. He did stick to his task, but I'll have to watch back on the goal. He looked like he was a bit off the pace, but I'm not going to get on him because he hasn't played any football. He's played nothing. We're trying to get him up to speed. He's trying to get him up to speed because I will guarantee that Macca is probably not going to be fit for the next few weeks. And he's going to have to back up Rev. Jack, I'm not a Wrexham fan. I'm a non-league fan. Worthing FC is my team, but I hope you guys go up there too. Jack, welcome in. Always welcome to have new folks in here. And let's follow you guys. And I hope you guys are doing well. I'm not sure what league and non-league, but good to have you in, my friend. And good luck to you as well. And John Merrill says, teams aren't winning 2-0 in the Premier League playing the type of football part. Respect. I get that. That's a whole different conversation. A whole different conversation, but I agree with you 100%. All right, let's finish out the interview here from Phil Parkinson.
Good to talk about them at the moment because we had ourselves in such a great position just to go and see the game through or kill the game off with another goal. And we had moments
We did not look to kill the game off. We did not look to kill the game off at all. Never. Never once did I feel like, oh, shoot, we're going to get on the front foot and kill the game off. Not once. Not once.
Final third where we couldn't quite find that bit of quality to go and score the third goal to really seal the game.
How vital is it now that the reaction to the disappointment is right and obviously the preparation is right with a quick turnaround for Bolton on Saturday?
Yeah, that's right. Well, we left a lot of the players out who played against Mansfield on Sunday. So they'll be in everybody in tomorrow, but they'll be in tomorrow to train. And yeah, we'll be ready. Obviously, I said, I'm not just saying it now because we've gone out. We've said before every round that the league is our number one priority, and it always has been. But when you get so close, of course, we want to finish the job off, and we've done well in this tournament throughout the season.
He just revealed the truth right there. We've been saying all the time, the league's a priority now. We know that a few weeks ago. And now I said it earlier on. I said this to everyone right now. Clip it up if you want. There's no excuse to lose the next few games. There's none. Has it woken you up? Go watch The Last Dance. Literally go. Like, there is no excuse to now lose games. The league was always the priority. When you're so close to Wembley, you got to take your chance. I agree with that. But now, I'll tell you this right now. It's never going to be easy. But, yeah, now they owe us. Go out and be great. And I think we can do it. But I'm wondering what's really going through his head. He obviously is pissed off. He wanted a day out for the fans, the supporters, for everybody, against Birmingham City. I get it. But there's no excuse now to go lose games. If the league is it, you rested all the guys. That's probably why you didn't bring Longman on. Rev wasn't in there. Smitty, J-Rod, Matty James, O'Connell came on for a little bit today, but we have no excuse now. So go and do it. Go and do it. Bring this back in. We'll end this out in a bit.
Been unbeaten, obviously, to get this stage, but now we've got to focus on the league and learn from tonight, and take the lessons of tonight, that when you're leading in the game, we've got to make sure we concentrate and we're diligent in all areas of our play, and we go and show ruthlessness in our game to go and score the next goal, or certainly make sure you don't concede, because we gave a team really who were out on the feet a lifeline.
Okay. Okay, so we gave him a lifeline, but we also gave him 70% possession. We didn't go and we had no interest in killing that game off. None. So, okay. I'm gonna sit on that for 24 hours. I'm gonna give it the big cat rule. I'm gonna sit back on that. I'm not gonna go in on them. I'm not gonna do it. But we never looked like we were gonna kill that game off. Ever. They came out in the second half, tails were up. They came out at us. And it is what it is. And I'll say this right now. Now it's about the league. And fair play to Posh. They came, they won, they did their job, they beat us in penalties. It's a rough game, man. It's a rough game. Really, we had some good performances. We had some mediocre performances, some mistakes. But football is a rough sport in regards to, like, you're not owed anything. That's why I was so hesitant about the Birmingham City stuff. Like, I'm not going to anoint them. And everyone wanted us to go through here too. But now it's about the league. Can we go and do it? Can we be great? Not a great result. Not a great result. And I'm not going to I know people want to shred and go into the doldrums on it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to set the tone and say, like, you know what? Fine, we're out of the cup, and we deserve everything we get for the kickback. Like, oh, Hollywood FC are in the mud, and sure, we should take that, but it's unfortunate. It really is, and some of the patterns of play, we fall into it, but now it's about the league. It literally is about the league, and we crashed out of it. The Jimmy Bag of Donuts Cup. We did. We crashed out of it too. But the women won tonight, I think. I think the women did win. Just want to put that out there too. Yeah, the women won 3-2. There you go. I'm going to put that up there too. Let's just make a happy note right there on the way out. The women beat Swansea City 3-2. Awesome. There we go. Look at that. That's what you want to see. Congrats. That is a photo and a half. And I'm going to leave it on that. And Aaron's going to blame Patty. I mean, Patty went in hard, dude. He did. His thoughts are his own. It's not mine. It's not representative of myself or the pundit, but he's going in and he did his bits, man. So he'll take his licks, and he took him well. And Ashley took him well too. Ashley was a great sport as well. Anyways, let's get out of here. John, good to see you, man. Good to see everyone in the chat. Please smash a like on the video and subscribe. On our way to 2,000 before the end of the season. And really appreciate having game day build up with Ken and Patty, live watch along, and then Wrexham reaction, and then Wrexham time, which is great. So what a great community we're building here. Got awesome people in the chat. Jack coming in. Jack's also all the players and managers of every club say the exact same thing after a loss. Yeah, I mean they're well trained in that too, as we know. But we still have to control it here. Aaron, I'll have you on probably tomorrow to have your say. I'll send you a Blues hat for the final, Josh. Well, maybe I'll still fly over for the final, John. You never know. You never know. I'm so happy for you guys. Good luck in the finals. We'll be talking there too. And John, Steve Barton blames himself. He blames himself. I love him too. You're very welcome, Sarah. And thank you, Jack. Good luck to your team, says Glenda. Okay. If anything breaks, we will be here live on the local pundit, as you all know. Note the global pundit will be live tomorrow for a watch along. West Ham United versus Leicester City, relegation battle, 16 versus 19. We're doing that tomorrow. That should be fun. So come and join that. Stace is still awake. She's still in her PJs, but she's still awake. Who's saying they will send you a Blues hat? Well, it's going to be John Merrill. So he'll send me a Blues hat. He doesn't have my address, so maybe it'll go to you. But anyways, tomorrow, global watch along tomorrow, which will be fun. And then on Saturday, early doors for us. I'll be down in Palm Desert watching it with the family, probably in the back room again for the Bolton game, which is at 4:30, stupid o'clock in the morning, which would be great. Happy to do that. So watch out for that and the build-up show and all the stuff, the build-up show, the live watch along, Wrexham reaction, all the fun stuff. So we'll be here too. And Aaron says, so do you call him Peterborough Patty now? Well, Posh Patty, there you go. He's earned it. And Stace says, if they do, make sure you use it as. I love you, Stace. I love you. Glenda Bursey, please remember to hit like and subscribe. If you haven't already, please. Thank you. And thank you, Glenda. And Wrexham lose on penalties 4-2 after a 2-2 draw. We're out of the Jimmy Bag Donuts Cup. It's been a great run, and I'll say this right now. Let's go and win the league now. We're not going to win the league. But yeah, we're going to go. Let's go and get up. Thank you, Jack, and love you too. All right. Thank you very much. And on that bombshell, I will see you all soon.